Oops. Hello?
Hi, Maria.
Hi, Kathy. How are you? Whoops, I'm getting another admit.
Sorry, I'm probably messing up.
That's
Okay,
okay.
thank you.
Oh, there you are. If you
Yeah.
want to hang up the other phone so you don't see that, I don't know if you can.
But I can't get, I don't have a microphone on my,
Oh,
my
so you're going to do
computer.
that. That's fine, as long as we don't mind looking at
I
the
don't
phone. That's,
No, I can see you, I can see you on my computer.
oh,
I
good.
think.
Yeah, I
I
can
thought
see
it
you.
was big, okay.
Yep. Okay. Don't mind me, I'm casual today. You know,
Good thing to working from home, right?
yeah, I'm doing a lot of work from home. I think the last time I was on the road was March 14th of last year. So,
Wow.
yeah. So everything's on Zoom now, everything. So it's,
That's
uh, yeah. But people enjoy it. I mean, especially my classes. I teach 3 nights a week, and they're loving it because they don't have to race home from work. You can just plop
right.
themselves in front of the computer. So it's been working. They want me to continue this way too, even once it goes back to in person.
I know, who wouldn't? I would too. I wish
Yeah.
I could work from home today, but unfortunately I can't.
Well, yeah, I know. Things. Are you in Massachusetts, Kathy? Because I heard things are opening up. I'm actually in Maine, so.
Yes, as of today, I believe, actually, there's not even a limit on restaurants anymore. Like it was 25%, and now up to 40.
Wow.
But now, I don't even think there's limits, but there's still a 90-minute limit for people to stay no more than 6 people at a table. But they're opening up gyms and movie theaters and all that stuff. So I don't
Wow.
know.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, just stay safe, right?
I've got both my vaccines, so
Oh, you did.
I'm
Good.
because I work in a hospital, so I got both my vaccines. So it's
Oh,
kind of dark in here just because I have the computer plugged in and my phone, so I had to unplug my lamp.
okay, no,
So it's
I
a
can
little
see
dark.
you fine. I can see you fine.
Okay.
So we're good. So Kathy, let me just talk a little bit about what we're doing today. First, I want to let you know I do record your session. So if that's something
Mhm.
comes in that you're not sure, you might not understand right away, it's on the recording. Many times, there's some information people might not be able to quickly identify or validate, but then they listen to the recording and then it makes sense, you know, a week down the road, 3 months, 6 months. So I like to record the sessions. So are you
No, I appreciate that a lot. Yeah.
good? Okay, excellent. And then I send it to you. And it is all positive with the private one-on-one sessions. There's nothing negative. It can get emotional. It just means you're feeling the love of spirit coming in, and that's okay. And they want to hear from you. I mean, they want to hear your voice too, okay? So on the one-on-one sessions, if you have any questions, you can ask. I'm very upfront. If I'm getting something, I'm going to tell you. If I'm not, I'm going to tell you. It's just the way I work, okay? But they definitely want to hear your voice because they want to talk with you, not me. I'm just the mouthpiece, okay? I get
Mhm.
psychic, intuitive, spiritual, whatever's going to come through, I'll share it with you. And just, this is your experience. So I hope you engage in it and see what happens. And we'll take it from there, okay? Do you
Okay.
have any like initial comments, concerns, or anything like that for me right now? Because you can ask throughout too, but I just like to ask right up front because people will, you know, I forget to ask.
No, I'm already getting emotional. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I felt this was going to be an emotional session.
I'm
Yeah,
just hoping one person comes through.
yeah, okay, yeah. So let me tell you how this works for me, Kathy, too, is that I'll feel things, and I have been feeling some energy around me before we started, and I'm just going to describe what I'm feeling. I got very dizzy, and I felt like I was going to just fall or drop, like even coming down the stairs to my office. And I couldn't breathe properly, and I just started getting really, really dizzy. And I felt also almost like in a fog that this passing was unexpected, actually. And so it was, there's some confusion around it. I don't know how else to say that, okay? And what I mean by that too is that, and I'm getting some tightness in my throat area, just so you know, because I feel like the breathing, there was a hard time with that. They keep doing this to me, okay? And there's a quietness around this person too, very much so. And I feel like they want to come in to say, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And I know that's general, but I have to say that right now. And that it's very emotional for them too to talk about the passing, okay?
Mhm.
And I feel what I hear is it's not all what it seems to be, so that there's some clarification on what happened when they passed, that there was actually some peace. And I just kept hearing not as much suffering. But again, I do want to say it's interesting because other than up in here, I feel like it just went like blank. Like, and it was you, and I don't want this to sound wooey, but it was almost like I could hear the breeze going by my ears. Um, and they're looking right at your eyes, your beautiful, beautiful eyes. And I feel like they're saying, you were here, you were here. And so they're thanking you for that too. And I see like two hands being held, like holding hands. Okay. And they want to say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And oh, it's like, I'm okay now. I'm okay. Okay. But your eyes, like, I just have to say, like, I feel like you went down to the face. Like they know you came really close. I just, they're showing that
I
to me.
did. Yeah, I did. I did.
Yeah. Okay. And it's okay. It's okay. I just kept getting that, Kathy. And it's interesting because now I want to call you Kathleen too, because
No, no.
I
That
know, but
doesn't
it's
work.
out of respect. So I'm still calling
No.
you Kathy, but I just have to say that. So there's a lot of honor here, a lot of honor. I will say they didn't feel ready to go. I'm just going to say that. I'm so sorry. Like, I do feel it was before their time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Way before, yeah. And I can't stop with the head in the throat. Would you understand that? And not to get dramatic about it, but really hard. Like I'm trying to catch my breath and swallow and
I know, yeah, definitely.
yeah. I'm so sorry. They're hugging you too.
Mhm.
You're a great hugger, is what I get. And it's not goodbye, because I get the sense you didn't feel like you could say goodbye.
No, no.
Yeah. I'm getting very emotional. With them. It's so interesting because at first I wanted to say he, like it's a male energy, but
Yeah.
yeah, thank you. I do want to say this then because there's also a female energy around him in spirit. So I'm trying to figure out who that is too, because he is in good company with her. So they know each other. So I just have to say that to you. Okay. And I hope to get more with that. He, I will say, when alive and well, had a great smile.
He did.
And a smile that could be mischievous in a good way. Like you couldn't stay mad at him long. Like
No.
you can't. And he's winking. But he does keep showing me like on a bed or something that's like where you saw him when he passed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my head's really hurting with him. Ugh. And my neck is getting stiff. It's all up here. I just have to say that. The sense of his passing and how it impacted him. Like I get the chest, not to be all over the place, but it's up top right now. He would want to say to you, and he couldn't when he was here, I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. I can't, and this is going to sound interesting, I can't feel the rest of his body. So when he passed, I don't feel like he could either. Like things were going either numb or weak. Because I'm not, yeah, okay.
Weak. Yeah.
Very weak.
Definitely.
Yeah, very, very weak. I couldn't feel anything. And, you know, even like I'm just kind of flopping in the chair, okay? So he's definitely that way. He keeps saying, you can't do this to yourself. I know this is so hard for you, but you can't do this to yourself. It's like your world just kind of blew up in front of you, Kathy. And that's why he kept saying, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry.
He would say that. He would say that. He was saying it when he was dying. He was saying it.
Yep. And I'm just going to say he didn't want like any extra, like I kept getting something about a feeding tube or a tube down his throat. That's why I'm feeling something here. Or he wasn't able to hold stuff down. He couldn't have any more extra stuff.
It was oxygen. He was on because he couldn't breathe. It wasn't down his throat.
Okay, but that was going to be the next thing, and I couldn't have that, is what he's saying, okay, Kathy? Like, that's what's in his mind right now, because it was that bad. So, you know, like, I'm just going to say this. It was so hard to breathe, just to eat was hard because of the breathing. You know, that's what I'm getting. That's the lightheadedness, and like I said, and I just have to repeat it so it goes away. Coming down the stairs, I felt like I was going to fall down the stairs. So I know that means he couldn't do much.
No, he couldn't do.
And when I was sitting upstairs getting ready, I looked up and I just kept getting dizzy. And I'm just like, okay, they're definitely coming in early, okay? And that's what was going on. He looks clean shaven to me. Like, he looks his skin looks, he says it's soft, okay, it's soft. But what's interesting is I feel like there's a little swelling or puffing or something going on in here. And he just...
Yeah, his face was swollen.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. And I can feel it. And he's going like this. So what he's trying to show me now, Kathy, because this is what spirit will do, is they want to show themselves looking better. Okay, so his skin looks better, because it's so interesting. When I said I see him clean shaven, I said, but you know what? I'm also seeing hair on his face. But what he's trying...
He had a little goatee.
Yep. But what he's trying to show me, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to yell at you, it's just he's getting loud now, is that he is better. Like his skin is bright again. It wasn't bright. You know, so he's showing himself, this looks better now. It does. You always knew when he was in the room, too, when he was better, because you could hear his laugh. There's a laughing, you know, and he's smiling at that. He's going, yes, yes. And I'm like, okay. And it's like he's reaching up to hug you. And he's saying, I love you. You know I love you. You're just, it's so devastating. I just, Kathy, I wish it's the only thing I can't do on Zoom is I can't physically hug you. I am so sorry. Like I'm hugging you like this, and he's doing this. Um, he, I'm gonna say this, like I feel as he comes in, like there's a tenderness to him and a strength at the same time. And like I'm feeling solid up here with him in his chest. Now it's freezing out. I don't know where I know you're a mess. It's freezing out.
Oh,
But
yeah.
he came in wearing a simple short sleeve like shirt. Okay. And he can't wait to wear those because who doesn't like the warm weather? But I'm just feeling that, Kathy, with him. And he's casually, neatly dressed right now. He absolutely is. And he says, I smell fresh. So it's interesting. He liked to be good, just looking neat. But this is going to sound weird, but I have to say this to you. He didn't like the way he was smelling towards the end. And he says, and there wasn't a damn thing I could do about it.
Because they couldn't shower pretty much.
No, he couldn't. And he's just like, I know I miss you. I miss the physical aspect, but I wasn't living the way I'm supposed to. Everything it was taken away because of, he was sick, like an illness going on with him. Yeah, he was sick and he's telling me, he goes, I fought it and I tried and I'm getting weak and I can hear it in my voice with him. You always saw him with a smile. He's talking about
always.
A ring. He's going to either his fingers or a wrist of his that he owned. I'm not saying he owned a lot of jewelry, but he keeps going. And he was married because I'm getting on the wedding. Okay.
No, he wasn't married.
Okay, so I'm sorry. He just keeps going like this though. And that's the wedding finger. So I'll see if I get more then. Okay, he just keeps doing that. And I'm going to say this. It's almost as if, how some people get tattoos on their fingers now in place of? And I feel like what he's saying to you is he'll always be connected to you. Like you've never left his side. He's never going to leave your side. You've never left his side.
No.
I'll always be there. So many people I feel like loved him, Kathy.
Yep. True.
Like I can hear like cheers of people saying, you're okay. You're going to be okay. And this I didn't say, this is definitely family connection. Would that make sense? Like he's connected to you?
Yeah, my son.
Yep, I thought so. I just want to, I like to make sure.
And he lived with me.
Yeah, I should have said it early because he says, you've known me since I was a little baby. Yeah. Yeah, I knew it was son. Whew. It got harder for him. Like he loved seeing people, but it got harder for him because he had a sense, and I believe you knew this too, Kathy, that he was going to pass. Even up to the day it was, I'm going to say this too, it's like he woke up, you're never ready for this. And he did say it was unexpected that day, but I knew something was wrong. And I just have to say that to you. Okay. He fought with every ounce that he had in him. I have to say that.
He did.
He really did.
Absolutely.
And he's resting now. Is there a connection in such a common name, but a J name, like with the Joey, with one of his friends that's alive?
Well, one of his best friends was Jay.
Jay, okay.
Somebody like Jay.
So
I mean, he has so many friends. It's hard to say. He
Yeah.
had a lot of friends.
So I'm going to go with the best friend, and I'll tell you, because right away, it was someone who's close to him, and he's trying to reach out to him. So I just want to let you know that, okay? So what they'll do is talk to you about other people too, okay? For sure.
Mhm.
And I do get the sense that they're going to, his friends are doing or organizing something in memory of him too.
Yep,
Okay. And he
they
says,
are.
I'm going to be there. I'm definitely going to be
Oh
there.
my God, now that you just said that, so a coach he worked with, whose name is Joe, hello,
Thank
he is
you.
organizing.
Okay.
He's organizing a tournament like that'll be happening every year
Yep.
in honor of Doug. My son's name was Doug.
Doug, yep.
In honor of him. And Joe is the one organizing it. And
Okay.
Doug obviously did not know about it before he passed, but we've been talking about it, and a bunch of coaches are getting together to do it for him.
Okay.
And it's Joe. Yeah, it didn't
That's okay.
dawn on me.
You know what? Can I say something, Kathy? That's why I record this. There are clients that they're like, no, 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 no. And then, yeah, once they listen to it, because this can be overwhelming. Okay. So it's fine. Don't ever apologize. So he's extremely excited about that. He really is. Now, I am going to say this. He's acknowledging the number 8, which is also, I want to acknowledge the month of August. Now, August can be significant for many reasons. It can be a birthday and or a passing, okay? I also, though, believe that he's acknowledging August because that's when there's a recognition of him as well. So it's coming up, okay? So I call that a spirit heads up, Kathy, okay?
It could be August.
Yeah.
Everything's on hold because of the COVID.
Yeah, so he's just telling me that because now they also have to learn how to do this too. And I will tell you, he's learning this quite quickly because I don't feel like he's been in spirit that long. Okay. Like when they go within 5 years, that's what I'm feeling. It's been did you see what I'm saying? Like a recent passing?
October.
Yep. Yep. Okay. And he's doing well, and he's not one to sit still. He's going to conquer this too, as he always did. That's what I hear him saying right now. Okay. He saw, I'm just going to say this. He says, he saw the fear in your eyes as you saw the fear in my eyes. But I told you I'd never let go. And I'm never letting go. We were meant to be on this journey together. And I will say this, Kathy, you'll be on another one with him someday. You have a very strong bond, for sure. You have, it's either shoes, special shoes of his. I mean, you definitely have clothing of his.
Everything. I haven't thrown anything.
Yeah. There's something with shoes. He just keeps showing me the shoes.
He loved his sneakers.
Yeah.
I always had to keep them
Thank you.
nice and.
And he says he's a winner. He was a winner in this lifetime. And I do feel that with him. I absolutely do. And he says there was nothing more that could be done. And he says, I hope you know that. Like, believe that with your heart, he says, because not that they tell you what to do, but that will help you move through this agony, because it's agony. It really is. He has a sister too, Kathy.
I'm sorry?
He has a sister as well?
2.
I just kept hearing, I have a sister, I have a sister.
2 sisters and one brother.
Yeah. he's obviously visiting them, connecting with them. There's one sister, I don't have her name, like I'm not sensing the name right now, Kathy, but I can tell you she definitely knows when he's around or she's sensing him. You do too. I get the sense she may trust or believe it more. Okay. And that's okay. This is a lot of emotion right now. It's a lot of emotion. He's actually talking too about like his TV or watching TV a lot. He would watch TV a lot. Especially like towards the end, what else could I do? Like I tried. I just want to say,
We would we'd watch TV together because
yep, that's all.
wasn't anything else he could do, really.
Right,
I
and
mean,
that's what he said. That's all I could do. It didn't take much effort, and he was okay with that. He was so okay with that. I'm just gonna say, because I'm getting a pain in my heart with him, and I just get the sense that with the medicine and what he was on, it just gave out.
It did, yeah.
It gave out. He says that's what it was. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's really what it was.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. Is he, I don't, okay. So what I get is something about him either donating, giving back, related to his passing. I'm going to say it that way. So this is what I'm going to say. Either he couldn't and he wanted to, but something about giving blood or needing more blood. I'm not a doctor, but he keeps showing me that.
No, he couldn't. I mean, he was so sick, he had no organs.
Yeah.
Could have donated, but he did have to get blood all the time.
That's what it is. Okay.
Blood transfusions.
So that's it then. That's it. Sorry. Yep, that's what it is, because he's showing me the veins and I'm seeing the blood running up and down his arm. So that's what it is. And again, Kathy, it's just validation for you that it's him. It's him. Those were nerve-wracking, obviously. And this is what he's saying with those. In one instance, it gave you hope. And you go up. But then when it didn't do what it was supposed to, we went down and then up. He says that was some of the toughest times for us.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, I'm so sorry about that. He says, but I want to sit here and give you eternal, oh my God, I'm going to cry. He says, eternal hope now. I have eternal hope. Because he's better. And I know it doesn't replace the physical hug, but he has such an awareness, Kathy, that life goes on. It's just different. And he wants you to keep talking to him because he hears you. You can cry, you can be angry, you can yell. He wants you to get it out. Okay? Yeah, even in here is hurting. I mean, that's what I was feeling, with him. Yeah. I'm getting a gold necklace. I'm just going to say it. It looks like a star. Like, the Star of David, that type of star?
Well, David's his brother.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to take that.
That gold necklace, but David
was
his brother.
Okay.
So it's his brother. I should say.
Yeah, no, because, the rest are alive. That's the sense I get. The rest are alive.
Yep.
And he says he's trying to be so strong for everybody.
David's having a hard time.
He really is. Yes, and that's what he's talking about. He gets it. He knows it. Because and we all do this, but he's saying he's just asking why couldn't he come through this? And he goes, it's driving him nuts. It's driving him crazy, and he knows that. And he goes, and I'm just going to go with this because he's going like, what did he ever do to deserve this? Blah, blah, blah. He's such a good person. I mean, there's so many emotions going through. And he says, tell him I hear him. I hear him. But I will hug him. I hug him too. And I hear him. And I want him to stop asking why. I miss him too, and let him know that I miss him too. He's with an older woman.
Probably his nana.
I was just going to say it's a grandmother.
I mean, both his nanas are up there. But
yeah,
one passed right after Doug, within a couple weeks, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel the one he's with is on your side, on the mother's side.
No, well, I don't know which one it is, but I mean, my mother passed and his other grandmother passed more recently.
Yeah,
I don't know.
She's a shorter woman. She's about 5'3".
Oh yeah, that would be my mother.
Yep, it does feel like your mother. And I can see her now. And she's coming in looking, it's me. She's been there a little bit longer. So she's used to this. She's helping them both out, but she's here. She's strong. She's very determined to come in. And she helped him come in, Kathy. Like, she helped him. That's why I remember when I said I have a male and a female, let me get the female later. She's pushing him in front so that he can talk. And, you know, so I just want to let you know that she doesn't have to say much right now because she wants, no, she's going like this with Doug, okay? And he is smiling at her. He's got a beautiful, like, bright twinkle in his eye. And he says, it's so great to get to know her again and more of her. So I just want to say that to you, okay? He goes, we're going to have fun. We definitely are. I'm not alone. Would you understand his treatment or diagnosis too? Like there was some confusion around that? Something in the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely.
Misdiagnosed, put it that way.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he was.
Totally misdiagnosed with cancer. And had they diagnosed him properly, he'd probably still be alive.
Yeah. So, and thank you. I'm so sorry because I'm getting that it was cancer. It did spread. I will say this, and I felt this earlier, Kathy, and I just like to make sure I'm getting everything. It did spread to in his head. Okay. And it didn't go to his head, but it spread everywhere. It didn't go to his brain. It just spread. It was bone cancer. So just spread okay. So
everywhere.
I'm getting the bone cancer, but can I just, and I know they may have said no, but I am going to say something to you because I keep seeing it. And he says, it doesn't matter, Mom, because I was going anyway. But I do feel like up in here. And he keeps doing this. So I should be more specific. And in back, he said, Mom, it was there. It was there.
Yeah.
So I just want to say that because I have to, Kathy, so it doesn't stay with me. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. So that's what I meant. And obviously the medicine and stuff is what made him dizzy, foggy, and everything like that. We know that. Okay. But he felt it. He definitely did. He says, how do you not be mad at that? And he says, and I understand. And
I'm very.
Yes, and he knows that. So what he's saying to you is that take that anger, and again, they can't tell you what to do. And he says, and Mom, you'll make it right. because he's right. He says this shouldn't happen to anybody else. One more person is too many. You, Kathy, have a lot of knowledge. You have a lot of tenacity, and when the time is right, I feel like you're going to move forward with this your way. And he's right beside you. He says, Mom, whatever it is you decide, I'm right there with you. Whatever. I feel like he gives you inspiration. So I will say that to you. Yeah. Mistakes are made sometimes. Once is enough, and it shouldn't be done again. Just, I'm hearing something like that is what he's saying to me. Yeah. Where's Dad in all this? Like, he's not.
Kind of, sort of was there. I know I say that. No, he stepped in. He stepped up. He would drive him to his doctor's appointments. But
Yeah, but I don't get much in the way and please, it's not a judgment, but I just feel like he's saying that too. Like, even right now, where's Dad in all this with the grieving? And I'm not feeling it's hard. Let's just put it that way.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm very close to all four of my kids. And Doug was my baby, so, you know, he moved in with me before he got sick, which was a blessing in disguise. And
Yeah.
he and I were very close, like
Yeah.
very close.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I get.
And I'm not taking anything away from his father. I'm not saying that.
No, I know.
It just was a different dynamic, you know, like,
Yeah.
it just was different.
It was different. And that's what he's saying. I mean, there's still love, healing going to him. I'm just not feeling that energy connection that he has with you. That's all. Okay. In that way. Yeah. And at this point, it's like, you don't know what to do now with yourself in a lot of ways. It's like, obviously the world is standing still.
Mm-hmm.
He says, you gave me such a gift of unconditional love. And I hope I did the same for you. He had a lot of laughter in his life. He really tried to live fully to the last second that he could.
He did.
He really
Absolutely.
did. Yeah. And sometimes if he didn't talk about it, he didn't want to because it made it too real. And that he focused on the here and now. Like, I see friends coming to visit him. And those that couldn't, it's okay. It may have been too hard on them.
Yeah.
And he goes,
He had a lot of friends.
Yeah. There's notes, letters, cards that are saved. This is going to seem random, but I have to say this. I feel like there were some that weren't, after he passed, that were never sent. It was too hard. You know, you might find like someone that says, I meant to send this and I couldn't. So just remember.
Well, he got a lot, but I have trouble going through and even reading them because
it's too final. Yeah.
You know, I just, I have trouble going through reading them. I mean, I've read them all, but I just put them away in a bag.
Yeah.
So I can't.
But it seems to me, Kathy, that some still haven't even been sent to you because it's been so hard for them. So he says, Mom, you're going to get a few. And when you do, just know that I'm around. That's me telling you I'm around because he wants to give you signs.
I know. That's what I want. I just want him to.
Yeah.
Just give me a sign. So I don't know. I don't even know what sign. I don't know. I just want something that I can just
come to me in a dream, something.
So,
I mean, I dream about it all the time, but it's like when he's little, and it's like I want him to come to me and just smile at me again and hug me. That's all I want.
and Kathy, he absolutely understands that, and he's working on that. And I'm just gonna, and I know it doesn't help the heart, but sometimes they have to regain their energy for them to do that.
No, I know. It's not the easiest thing. I know
Right.
that.
And he's regaining, okay? He will be doing that for you, okay? So keep asking. I know you do. And keep talking to him because that helps him. It does. Because again, your mother helped him too tonight with the energy, okay? And again, they learn how to do this. And they also go through what I call a life review. They go down memory lane themselves. So when you mentioned I dream about him when he's a young child, he is also looking at that, and I feel like you're doing that together. Because in your dreams, it's not just a dream, it's a visit, because your brain's at rest. So I do get the sense when you said that he's walking with you, you're walking with him. So just remember that, okay? Because we go down memory lane. We absolutely do. His name's going to be on some type of banner too. Like I'm seeing the banner hanging up.
Probably.
These memory things with a picture of him too. You know, and
Yeah.
people are joking, like he's quite handsome, you know, like yeah. And
They're gonna honor him in a big way.
yeah, they
The city
definitely are. Because
which Joe, I told you, I didn't catch that name. Like I'm like,
it's okay.
but yeah.
But it's because of what he gave too at such a young age, everything that he gave too. Okay. And that's what he's doing. He definitely is doing that. And I feel like all different ages of people, both men and women, remember him and will continue to. And he may have passed too soon, but man, he lived a fuller life than people that live into their 80s and 90s, is
I know.
the sense I get. And he knows you're proud of him for that. Yeah. Yeah. Did he drink root beer or soda like when he was younger, floats, like with ice cream in it?
He likes ice cream floats.
Yeah, he's sipping one right now. Yeah, because yeah, because they can ignore, like they can have an awareness of what it's like to eat and drink, and I do get the sense he's doing that because he couldn't towards the end. And so they have that awareness. I want you to know that. And they take their personality over with them, everything, Kathy. And he's definitely doing that right now. He's got some caps or hats too. And I get the sense that at the celebrations, they're going to be wearing stuff that will remind you of him.
Yeah, because he was a coach.
Yeah, okay, okay, yeah. So they're going to be doing that. And there's going to be some other things, like even maybe like a bracelet, you know, like a remembrance of something on the bracelet.
Well, I still have, I don't know if you can see it. I've never taken it off, actually. I don't know if you can see that.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about, the rubber bracelet. Yeah, yeah, okay.
I've had on his first fundraiser when he first got sick of June 2019.
Wow.
And one of his friends said he's made up. I've never taken it off. And we all wear them. Me, my girls, my boys, whatever. My son. That's we all. And I know Doug's friends. I don't know if they still wear them, but we all have them. I've never taken mine off.
Yeah, okay. So there's going to be new ones too. Thank you for that. But I'm sensing that there's new ones on that too. Now, I want to give time too. Do you have anything you'd like to say to him or ask in the meantime? I want you to say anything.
I just want him to know how much I love him and how much I miss him. And I used to try to go to the cemetery like almost every day after work, and now I just hurt my leg and I haven't been able to go, and the weather's been shitty. So I'm lucky if I get there once a week. I just want him to know. And I just miss him and I love him so much. I just hope he knows when I'm there.
They absolutely do. He said, yes, Mom.
I
And
wish I could just every day, but I can't.
And it's so nice that you want to do that. And I really hope you know this in your heart, that you can sit right there and talk to him, and he knows that he's right there with you, Kathy. He knows you're talking to him. And it's great to go to the cemetery too. It makes us feel closer, but you're just as close in your home with him. I hope, okay?
I know.
Yeah, absolutely. And what I say to people too is just like, hold something of his and sit. And it's amazing what you feel. You know, so hold something and just talk to him, and he'll be there. I will say this, if you hear anything moving in the kitchen, and he told me this, some noises, that's him. He's seeing what's in the kitchen, roaming around in the kitchen, whether to eat or just see what's in the kitchen. There's a picture or something about him in the kitchen too. And so,
Yeah.
yeah. So he's just saying, I'm looking at that, and he's joking. He goes, wow, that's a good looking guy. But he's just joking with you. Okay.
I
but-
feel bad. You can tell this too. When I used to cook, you know, I would cook for us, and he would just come clomping around in his walker, and he'd just be right behind my back, and I'd be like, Doug, just go in the other room. Let me just cook by myself, please. And I'd get aggravated with him, and I feel guilty now for doing that. But he's like, oh my God, Mom, you're so weird. I'm like, no, just go in the other room. Let me cook by myself. So it was just, I mean, it's not funny, but it is. He would just be like, fine, I'll go in the other room and wait, you know. But I don't know if he is
That's
thinking
why
about
he's in the
that.
kitchen. He's laughing, and he is fine with it. He understands. You had so much on your plate, Kathy, and taking care of him, living your life. He understands it. He really, really does. With that said, that's why he shows up in the kitchen, though. That's his sign when you get that, because of that. And he's making it in a positive way. So I want you to know that. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants you to know that. The last thing he wanted to do, and he knows he didn't do this, but make you sad.
I know. He used to tell me that all the time.
I don't want to make you sad. Ugh,
He always used to say that to me. I don't want to make you cry, Mom.
yeah.
And he would tell me things. And, you know, we get these stupid reports from the hospital. And how do you not cry? I would try so hard to be positive and not cry.
I mean, your kids, and this phrase came up almost in the beginning of the reading, your kids aren't supposed to go before you. Right?
No.
Yeah.
No. It shouldn't happen.
And I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Kathy. And what I can say is continue your connection with him, because that will give you, as you continue and move forward, a sense of peace and comfort. And I always say this, it never completely heals your heart. It just doesn't. But
No, of course.
No, but you move through it a little bit easier, gentler as time goes by. And I'm asking him, and you can ask him too, please give me signs. So the noise.
I know. I just want something.
Yeah.
I don't know what, but something that I know that
It's him.
he's,
Yeah.
he's there and he's still, I know right before he died, a couple days actually, he called me up to his room. I was working from home, and he said, "Mom, please come here." And I went and laid down next to him, and he just hugged me, and he cried so hard. And he goes, "I'm so afraid to die. Like, what if I turn into dust and I'm just gone?" And I said, "Doug, that's not going to happen. You're going to go to heaven." And I never really talked about it because I always tried to make it positive, like, you know, he'll get better. And I couldn't at that point because we knew. I'll never, ever forget that moment. And I said, "No, Doug, you're going to heaven, I promise you." But that was like the worst moment of my life, almost. Until he actually died. It was just horrible.
I'm so sorry, Kathy. I know, and you don't know. Even, I know he's in a beautiful place and he knows that now, but during that time, he didn't want to, I always say this, they don't want to leave you. If they could
No.
have one more day, and I'll be honest with you, they would want one more day. But for
He
you,
fought it till he was on so much medication
yeah,
because one of my daughters is a pharmacist, the other one's a nurse, and they couldn't even believe it. He was not ready to go. He did not want to go.
right,
He wasn't ready.
yeah,
He
was.
fought it till the very, very end. It's just, I don't know.
And that's the hardest thing to work through. It really is. And what I feel happens too is he led and had so much joy in his life, Kathy, and he
I know.
really appreciated that and found the love in that and the joy. Of course, he didn't want to leave that, because you don't really know until you're there that love and joy either, and that you can still have it and feel it. But you know, the life here is different than the life in spirit, and you have to work on having still that relationship, but it's different, you know. But you want the hug. You want the hug.
He wanted to be here. He did not want to die in the hospital. We had this conversation, which was extremely difficult. And he said, "I want to be home." I said, "Doug, I want you to be home. I want you to be home." And he told me he wanted me to be holding him when he passed, and I was.
And you were, yeah.
I held him. I had my face right up to his face, and it's just, I don't know. All my kids were here. It just, his father was here. It just was like the most horrific experience of my life. And it wasn't easy. He couldn't breathe. He couldn't
Right.
breathe.
He couldn't breathe.
Asking
Yeah.
for water. He kept asking for water, and he couldn't swallow water. It was just the most horrible thing.
Yeah. And they don't prepare you for that.
Nope.
You can't be prepared for that at all. Yeah,
They
Kathy.
said it was going to be very peaceful. It was not
It
peaceful.
wasn't peaceful.
They
Yeah.
said, we're going to put him in we're going to put you in a coma. That's what they told him to his face. We're going to put you in a coma. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just horrible. I don't know.
I can say this, and I know it's hard with, and still working through this, Kathy, is he is at peace now. He
Mhm.
feels very comfortable. And I just felt this coming over me from him. And he wants, in asking you to try to know that and lead with that. Because he's not suffering anymore. He's not. And he knows, and he said this earlier, you did everything you could. You were there, and that was the most important thing. regardless of everything else that did or didn't happen. You were there. That gave him strength, Kathy, to transition over. Okay?
I just miss him so much.
I know.
It's like a piece of your heart gets ripped out, like
Oh,
literally
yeah,
a piece of your heart,
Yeah,
a big piece of your heart. Like
Big
you just
piece.
feel hollow, empty. I don't even know how to explain it. Just
and then you think it'll get easier, and as time goes by, it gets harder because it's real. Like he's not here.
it does.
Yeah,
It does. I mean,
yeah,
go to sleep at night. I used to go lay down next to him. I wake up in the morning, he's not there. You know, it's just like it's just horrible.
I'm so sorry, Kathy.
Well, I hope he is at peace right now, and just please tell him I love him, please.
He knows it, and please tell him too, like he hears you. You don't, even if you don't say it out loud, he hears you. He definitely does, for sure. And I always say, I wish I could say something that would heal your heart, but there isn't any. It's yeah.
No,
But what
there
I
isn't. A,
no, what I'm going to encourage you to do, Kathy, is keep talking to him, ask him to show you signs. I do get the sense that also you'll start seeing the number 8. So just look for the numbers like 888 with him. And the noises, you just feel like something's in the kitchen, it's him. Those are the 2 things I want you to be mindful of.
okay.
Okay. You're a beautiful soul, Kathy. You did so much for him. And if you could do more, you would.
I wish I could have just done more.
I know. I know. He does say to you that Mom, you got to take care of you too. You got to take care of you. When you smile, he smiles. When you're laughing, he's laughing. So what he's saying is when you have some joy, he says, I'm feeling that too, Mom, for you.
I hope so.
He is. He absolutely is. Yeah. So he says, so don't feel bad when you're laughing. I'm laughing with you. Yeah.
No. He's
Oh,
a
he
funny
said
kid.
something about too, he can drive a car now. Was he not able to drive cars for a while?
No.
Yeah, he can drive a car now.
Well, he was not happy about that at all. He's
No.
like, what do you mean I can't drive? I'm like, Doug,
Yeah.
you can't drive. You know, he was not happy about that. We had to take his license away because,
Yep. But he's
you know.
saying that because, Mom, I'm driving a car now. He just wanted to say that to you to lighten it up a little bit. Yeah.
Where the hell's he going?
He's driving all over the place. And he says,
Oh, that's good.
and he loves, I will say, he loves people, activity, but he also, I feel like he goes along the coastline or along the ocean, like coastline. Like I want to say, I know you said you're in Massachusetts, right?
Hmm.
I want to go up Route 1, like the coastline, Route 1, heading north.
Hmm.
Okay. And he's just saying, I'm doing some sightseeing. Now, was he in his 30s when he passed, Kathy? I don't even think I gave you the age.
No, you didn't. His birthday, September 18th, he turned 34 and he died October 17th. So he was not even a month into being 34.
So, but he was in his early 30s, though. That's what I meant to
Yeah.
say. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, yeah, early 30s.
yeah,
Yeah,
34.
yeah. And I thought, yeah, I forgot to tell her that. That's what I was seeing him. But man, he could keep that fun, childlike behavior going on.
Oh, yeah. He
Oh,
was
yeah. Yeah.
always joking, always happy, always smiling, even when he was sick. I mean,
I have a picture of my 4 kids together, like 1 week before he died, and he knew he was dying, and he had oxygen, and they were all here, and got a picture of the 4 of them, and he still smiled for the picture, which was just like,
That's him.
oh God, but it just.
Yeah.
hmm
Well,
know.
I will send this recording to you, Kathy.
Thank
And
you very much.
no,
Sorry I was so much.
no, don't. This is usually how it goes. But to me, I just feel like, because thank your son for coming in and your mother helping him, but you're feeling his love in such a tremendous way. And what you're going through makes sense, and I hope you continue to be kind and patient with yourself. This is a lot to walk through. It really is. And I'm sure most days it's unbearable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nights are the worst. The nights
Yeah, they are the hardest. Yeah, because
you
you're
wake
not
up,
busy.
everything's going through your brain, and it's just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You try to shut your brain down, but it just doesn't work. But, all right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, Kathy. And it was nice to meet you. I'm sorry we had to meet this way. But if you have any other questions, I'll send you the recording. Don't hesitate to email me. I tell everyone that. It doesn't have to end here. Okay?
Okay.
But I do feel.
Would you be able to send the recording to my phone as opposed to my email if I give you my phone number?
Yeah, I'm
Because
not.
that's my email.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to do that, because Zoom,
Okay.
it converts
Oh.
the file. So is it okay if I send it to your email? I don't, because it's a big
No, it is.
file.
And then I can just forward it to my cell phone.
Yeah,
I
that
think
might
will
be the
work.
best way, and that way it won't get lost or anything. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'll
All
get
right.
it over to you either tomorrow or the next day, just to convert. And it takes time to convert from Zoom. So, okay.
Oh, yeah. Thank
All
you.
Thank you, Kathy. It was nice to meet you. And I'm sending you
All right.
love and prayers and blessings.
Thank
All right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.